All right, that should give enough time for some people to trickle in. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to what did I call tonight? The LBLCS Summoners Bash. Couple MCs on the mic tonight. You guys know my voice. That is Les Force. Hopefully this goes better than last time. I'm joined by Pandora. How are we doing tonight?
We're doing great. I was telling Les before we started on stream there are ghosts in my house. It could just be a mysterious cat turning off my power, though. I'm excited to be here as well. Last time, I'm not sure if just us casting together caused, a riot service to go out. Maybe I'm a bad omen, but hopefully tonight everything goes smoothly.
Yeah, I mean, and like the ghost potentially coming up. It's like maybe we are just a cursed caster duo. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, tonight should be a really fun one. We've got a couple of the top dogs in CEO here tonight. Hunters Association versus Down to Lose. I think both these teams played last season, although maybe not under. I don't think Down to Lose played under that name. They played under like UNC something or something.
UC Charlotte and alumni. Yeah, I am familiar with both teams. I'm also in CEO. Down to Lose, undefeated so far. Hunters Association, semi. They were finalists last Blade in CEO. So like you said, the two top dogs, or potentially top dogs of of the CEO group.
Yeah.
And so,
Oh, go ahead.
oh yeah, I was just saying. Both rosters. There's been some change up in some of their rosters since last year. I don't know if I know the captains have stayed the same. I don't know if Mitsuizi has anyone from his roster from last year, but the Hunters Association very versatile. A lot of new members, a lot of new friends, playing against some former teammates and friends in the division as well. So there's some good narratives there. And then the lads over with their horsepower, their giant horsepower over here. Down to Lose. I think they've been through a few names, but I think they are here to play for sure. So very tough opponents.
I mean, they're here to play, but they're down to lose. They're ready to cover all the bases tonight. I'm not sure. We got, I guess, like a little bit of a delay. I'm not sure if someone is like struggling to get in or if somebody's late. We'll kind of see. You guys can't see it, but there's 9 out of 10 people in the lobby. Not to name names who's slacking, of course.
I did play a series earlier this week as well, and there were connection issues, but nothing that wasn't delayed by more than a couple of minutes. So
yeah, so hopefully we get started here shortly. What's up, Lunar Day in the chat? Call me King Ketchup. We're starting off hot. Starting off hot tonight. Yeah, I'm I've enjoyed today. Of course, I had a weekend away down to Tennessee, which wasn't a real place. I'm pretty positive. Not like the state of Tennessee is for sure real, but the place that we went to, I guess, was called Pigeon Forge. And you ever been to the beach, right? And just outside of the beach is the board, not the boardwalk, but all the putt places and all the random stores and stuff like that. It kind of felt like that combined with being in Vegas. That's how this weekend felt. I don't know if it was a real weekend, to be honest. But meeting up with a bunch of LBLCS folk and some IRLs was a good time. Although now I took the extra day off because we came back yesterday. Was just kind of chilling today. Back on the grind tomorrow, and it looks like we're waiting on just one. Waiting for a sub to log in is what the comms are.
oh, sounds like hopefully not a bad omen. Sounds like they need to get a sub to play, and that's totally fine. Happens all the time. So
Oh, and as perfect timing. There's meshing back and forth about getting in. How? What do I put on my sub? Well, so again, we're just we're back to we're back to the food take dossier of Les Force. I'm a very plain eater. Not super exciting. So usually when it comes to subs, for me, I'm just kind of eating them raw, like ham and cheese. Like ham and cheese, I'll just do as is. If I do like, I mean, that's really the only like that's the main sub I'll go for. I'll do like chicken with like maybe like a little bit of buffalo sauce. Like that'll like be the extent of my spice. Well, not spice, but like spicing it up. But no, for me, I've tried like the oil vinegars. Not the biggest fan. And I think we talked about this last time. I'm just not a big, I'm just not a big sauce guy. That's just not my mo. And I'm not really liking what's going down in chat here. They're calling themselves washed and in the retirement home as they're not even 30 years old. They
Oh my.
gotta dial that back a couple years.
Oh wow, the hairlines. There are some questions you can't ask about this.
True. I mean,
We literally have retired Unk in the lobby.
that is
So
true. Retired Unk in the top lane tonight, which is weird because I feel like retired players typically go to the support role. But that's neither here nor there. What about you? What's the go to like sub toppings?
oh wow, well I think are we just talking like subs in general? I think it just depends what your meat base is, right? And I am a big steak and cheese, Philly cheesesteak kind of girl.
Mm-hmm.
And so for that reason, I mean, we go heavy on the cheese. If it's like a beef steak base, there's a lot of people hate tomatoes here, but I am a tomato truther. Some lettuce, some onions. Caramelized is good. It just depends. And very, very light dab of mayonnaise on the bread. That's my ideal, sub from any of these sub chains.
That's fair. I mean, it does sound good. I actually used to really enjoy like I obviously enjoy cheesesteaks. Plain of course, but back when I worked at the dining commons in college, I think cheesesteaks were actually like my favorite thing to make, and something was satisfying about like grilling the onions and like putting them all together and like having it like look nice and pretty. I respect the game of cheesesteak for sure. Mayonnaise is another one that I don't quite get that one though. Like anything more than light, any like when it's like gooping or whatever, it just geeks me out just a little bit. Have they started? Let's take a look. Okay, so they've at least given us this screen that we can switch to. We'll pivot over here. We'll turn Gunk off. The great band, of course, but are in the screen. It looks a little different than the last time I looked. Did they do an
Yes.
update?
Yes, they did. They took down the dev team took down LBLCS. I was knowing this because I was doing draft prep in the middle of the night when I couldn't sleep one night, and they were like, "Don't start drafts," and everything was broken. And then the next day when I played my series, it was a new layout.
Yeah, I remember checking Discord at one point over the weekend. It was like 2 p.m. and one of the devs just put in community like nobody started draft, which I thought was really funny. Is like why would anybody be starting a draft at 2 p.m. on a Saturday? But then like lo and behold, I guess there was a series like around that time. So I was the one to look like a fool. Of course, with the new layout, I'll probably have to switch around the logos. We'll see what it looks like when they actually like pop up. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But that's okay. Is there anything in particular with like these players? Because you said you know a decent amount of the rosters. Like any bands we're expecting? Any first pick?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know too much about Mid2Easy's roster here. I know we know a lot about Mid2Easy. We saw him terrorize CEO last split. He was the star mid. I think he was all pro mid. He was also best captain of CEO, etc. A lot of accolades there. He is a force to be reckoned with. I think he has a lot of strong picks, both mages, and then of course he's got his I mean you'll see it on his mastery, right? His tried and true Kassadin and Irelia. I don't know if those will come out tonight. Very exciting to watch. And then I do think don't know much about retired Unk here. And you'll see some of these Chinese characters on screen. On the left here, we have, I believe this is Firelight in the jungle. Um, and so I don't know a lot about their pools, but I am presuming this will be a great match. Here on the side of Down to Lose, I don't think you can see this yet, or you might not be able to see this in lobby, but they have team synergy. They have the 5 horse icons that Riot put out for New Year's this year. So if that's not like a +10 comp buff, I don't know what is.
I mean, I've heard it's like pretty detrimental to not have the full 5. You know, if you only have 4 out of 5, it's as good as having like 0 out of 5.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that it's probably a negative buff, actually. Maybe if there's a Pride buff, it's definitely a debuff. So I totally agree.
And I will say, Down to Lose, already off to a strong start, 2-0 on the young season. Doesn't look like Hunters Association has gotten a match in just yet. So this is kind of their debut here. Possible that there's some, shenanigans of scheduling. This is the LBLCS, of course. We are, prone to shenanigans. Let's take a look here. Again, we're just still waiting on that sub to show up. Take a quick
Sounds like they
schedule.
put something like computer issues or something, corrupted files. So, but yeah, to highlight what's going on here with Down to Lose, formerly Vigilance, formerly UNC Charlotte alumni. Jungle Jim is back at it again. All first executive group A jungler last split. I think some of his returning roster members. He's got Lemon Lover in the bot lane. He has I believe Wanna See a Trick, #Fizz, in the mid lane, also returning from last split's roster. I think both captains had pretty strong showings last split on their teams as well, and this is also their second time in the LBLCS. Oh, we do have their sub. I just want to finish up and talk about the last 2 members here. We have Kahuna in the support position, and then we have DJ Chu in the top lane position. And so I'm very interested in seeing particularly this top lane matchup between retired Unk and DJ Chu. I think these are probably some of the 2 strongest top laners in our division, so I'm excited to see how it pans out.
Yeah, and okay, so now that we're in the draft, this is awfully dark. I thought maybe it was going to light up as the draft went live, but that is still pretty. Well, I mean, you can see it. I mean, you'll see it as it comes through. It's like a big reveal, to be honest. As champions get picked, they'll light up the screen, and then it'll be all colored full. Volibear, first ban away. I know that's a pick for Jungle Jim. I remember the last time we tried to stream, we talked about the Volibear enjoyment for each other. Ahri, Fizz, you were mentioning that Fizz, one of those champions that just people just do not like to play against, and if there's a good Fizz on the other team, you're probably just banning it away.
Yeah, I think so. I think Jungle Jim has a champ Ocean, but maybe there are just certain champs that your jungler just does not want to play into, and then of course the Fizz may come out, it may not come out, but you don't want to give him the option, of course. On the Down to Lose side here, banning Ahri, super strong meta safe pick. That easy blind on blue side, so totally makes sense that they would ban that.
Yeah, Victor going to be taken away as well, so they're really kind of prioing or pinching the pool rather from mid to easy, trying to make their name a little bit harder to execute. Rise though going to be taken away as well, so a lot of mids off the board.
Yeah, Rise, this is probably a flex pick for Down to Lose, so they probably don't want to deal with those flex shenanigans and want to have a bit more of a ability to respond on the blue side here.
Yeah, rounding out the bans, we got Braum in that bot lane. Seraphine going to be the first hover at the moment. We'll see if that gets locked in. Could be like a Seraphine Ashe angle. I've heard that's pretty strong these days.
Yep.
Actually, just made my return back to rank today after several weeks off. Got the itch after watching First Stand this weekend. But it's gonna be the Ashe first pick.
Yeah, This is not a surprise to me. This is definitely a takeaway from Down to Lose. I think last season, Love and Lover, I think it's his most played champion Ash, and they were ready to spam the Ash Seraphine back then, before Super Mutter, and ready to do it again now. And so they don't want to give up Seraphine as well. So we see Sivir and Seraphine together here.
Now, when I see an early Sivir pick like this, I mean, as a jungler, my thought immediately goes to Jarvan the Fourth. We'll see if I believe it's Firelight looks to go that
Yes.
route, or if they look to go something different. Definitely
Yes.
want something that can lock down that AD carry. It's going to be Lee Sin as the
Oh,
early
wow.
pickup. That's aggressive. We'll see if that's. I mean, it's always a fun champion to watch, but
Yeah.
it's definitely a risky venture. Alistar is definitely a good shout. Another one of those champions that like looks really really good into Sivir pretty much always. But instead, right now we got the blind hover for mid to easy. Looking at the Syndra not wanting to have that banned away in the next phase.
Yep, I think that both of these are, aside from the Lee Sin, a very safe draft so far. Taking with Ash, not deal of Ash Seraphine. Um, Taking Syndra, so that Mitsui's is a safe blue side pick. I'm not sure if Lee Sin is just like a statement, like I have the best hands here, I can win, or if they've got a deeper draft pool. My expectation on this, yep, I figured we'd see Jungle Jim pull out on 3 here. It would be my guess, especially with Jungle showing. And Xin Zhao, super strong pick. Not a surprise to see it here out in game 1.
Yeah, and it pairs pretty well with the Seraphine, and really kind of even with the Sivir. You have that movement speed. A lot of
Yeah,
the
Mitsui's.
enchanters play pretty well with Xin Zhao. I don't love Xin as like your primary go button necessarily, so we'll maybe see if they look to go anything kind of like bruisey or tanky in the top lane. But it's gonna be the Alistar ban away here. They were talking about that. Obviously super good into Sivir. Probably gonna see. I mean, I guess I would imagine you'd be banning out, mid lane picks. Pick away the Syndra, and then take away champions that could potentially come out and make that tough. Because either way, top lane's gonna have counter on R5. We'll see what the angle is gonna be. They're using all of their time. It's gonna be a Riven ban. That one
Oh,
just kind of makes me
that
chuckle every
is
time I see it.
yeah, DJ Chu. Not a lot of history to scout off of, but definitely has a lot of Riven mastery. So it'd be something and a Leona ban out here. They want to stop engage into Seraphine. Is fair.
Yeah, and gonna be the Aurora ban away. That could be a flex. Of course, Aurora top still persistent, still annoying as always, and it's going to be that final ban. Presumably gonna have mid lane picked here. For
Yep.
want to see a trick. I don't really see the benefit of picking top here, but you never know.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I think this will probably be a mid lane pick coming out.
Could go something like, and again, I don't know champ pools at all, but like Galio looks pretty good. You could go, I mean, Silas is a very aggressive option, pairs well with the Xin Zhao in that sense, and that is going to be your lock in here
Oh,
for
you've called it.
presumably want to see a trick.
Great. So I'm excited to see what support ties is all together here.
Now they've got some decent alts on the side of Hunters Association. Not like there's no Malphite R, there's no Amumu R. Karma is not going to bring a whole lot of value to the table. Kasante going to be that pickup on blue side. Your blind tank, putting the fries in the bag, and the Karma probably just going to be picked up there. Kind of already gave it away. I think it pairs pretty well with the Ashe. Should be a pretty good pushing bot lane there.
Yep, I think so too. I'm not surprised they picked Karma here. That would probably be my go-through too as well, looking at the rest of this draft. Kasante's super safe. I wonder if DJ2 will match with another frontline. Oh, Garen Hover. Interesting. I was thinking he could either match with another, frontline tank, or if he wants to be a more aggressive AD Bruiser option as well. I can't tell if this is a serious hover or not. I've heard a lot about... Okay.
I mean, the the Garen into the Kasante is a really good matchup.
Yeah.
Whenever Kasante pops the ult, loses all that HP, makes it pretty easy to strike Demacia. But it's gonna be the Gwen. Going a little bit more little bit more carry oriented. Can still team fight pretty well. Up there for DJ Chu. Let me just let them know that prod is always our.
We are always ready with never let us be the ones to slow you down. So.
If you are a captain or even just a player watching the stream, production will always catch up. There's a 3-minute delay anyway, so there's no sense of waiting for us. All right, that I'm seeing 2 R's. Somehow I ended up as the host of this lobby. I'm not sure because I was like the 4th person to join, but that's not.
I think it rejoined, so maybe it went to you at some point. I do think we do need to start predictions at some point. I'm sure people want to bet on these drafts.
Of course, we have to let people get their predictions in. Let me switch to that screen, and then I will go ahead and get the predictions started. Of course, we do encourage you to gamble responsibly. Can't force you to, but betting $250,000 on one game is ill-advised.
What do you think about these drafts? Is there a draft that you favor?
Let me take another gander here. We're gonna give you 5 minutes on the prediction. Should be enough time. Taking a look at the comps, I think we're up in CEO, right? So we're like kind of towards like our upper echelon of teams, and so it's not as clear cut, right? Where like in economy or commercial, like the team with like Misfortune and Mumu has a pretty big advantage. But there's still a lot of like pressure on the execution. I would say I think blue side kind of has a pretty hard straight up team fight. It's very pick based. Like you have to have a Syndra stun or an Ash arrow or like a Lee Sin insect. Really, right? It's a lot of pressure. Playing that in the jungle. I think I would probably give the slight edge to red side just based on comp in game 1. But I do know that Hunters Association. I mean, they made the finals last season. They played. They are a pretty strong team, so it wouldn't surprise me at all if they do take away game number 1. What about you?
I think I favor red side as well. I think that, I've played against Down to Lose. I think that they identify pretty clear win cons. I mean, we have, Sivir win con, we have Gwen win con as well. I mean, we can see what side of the map they play to. Maybe Sivir's just going to be weak side. Who knows? I think that since we've not seen Hunters Association play, and like you said, their draft could be harder to execute, not sure how they will be responding. I think that if they are caught being the reactive side, it may be tough for them. Of course, we do have the Lee Sin in the jungle, so it's possible Firelight will be the one to, carry it in the jungle.
I will say, like, so as a jungler, I am a little worried about this Lee Sin pick. Like the way it panned out. You've got Sivir Seraphine and Ashe Karma. I'd imagine that the early pressure, be in favor of Ashe Karma. So like maybe that's a lane that you have prio in. But like K'Sante Gwen, Gwen should be able to win that one pretty handily. And then even like mid lane, Sylas Syndra. I mean, that's always tough, right? Because like Sylas is gonna have to trade, that classic trade of like trade their early HP for early CS, and so early, Lee Sin could look to make some action happen. But once Sylas has at 6 and kind of has a couple levels under their belt, could be a little tricky for Firelight to maneuver on this Lee Sin. But again, always a really fun champion to watch. When it's hitting, when it's not hitting, it's a little tough. But no, it's definitely exciting. Not one of those champions you see super often. Sylas, another very exciting pick.
Yeah, absolutely. I do think that blue side here, they left support for later, so we did end up with, I guess quote unquote less counters but more safe picks. Just looking at solo lanes themselves, like you said, the solo lanes are certainly favored even without any outside interference, and Jungle Jim is on Xin, so I'm expecting him to be everywhere.
And it's important to note too that Hunter Association does have that sub in at least game number 1. I'm not sure if it's just a 1-game deal, but that is that Karma. So maybe they could have gone with something like a more aggressive counter pick into the Seraphine, but you have a sub. Maybe not somebody you're super used to playing with, and you kind of just want to play it safe on something like the Karma, which is always going to provide value, with those Mantra E's and the early poke, of course. Couple minutes here on the spectator delay. How are the predictions going, and what does chat have to say? Enchanter plus Xin runs this game on God. Yeah, that is certainly on the table.
Yeah, I mean, I love playing Seraphine with Xin Zhao. I mean, I think he's one of the best champs to ult through. So I certainly think their team fight will also be great. And if these solos can get accelerated, especially the Gwen, it will be very hard for blue side to play. But I think it will really come down to how this laning phase goes and who is more proactive in their rotations.
Yeah, I will say Xin Zhao is definitely one of the better junglers to pair with the Seraphine. Not my absolute favorite though. That would go to Olaf. Few things more fun than sprinting into the other team, basically delivering the entire Seraphine ulti in, and then you're just God. It is one of those picks that is really fun when you get the opportunity. But of course, Olaf jungle little tricky to pull off. Has to be in the right situation, the right comp, or you can just be one and just hope for the best. Either way, usually ends the same. Let's see, a lot of fans in chat for. Unfortunately, my reading skills are not the best. But I do know that I believe that is one of the players, in this match. None of the names check out with anyone in the lobby, so it's really a pure. Let's see if I can figure out which side the fans are supporting.
Yeah, I'm unfortunately not so much help here with the Twitch interface, so. Actually, I don't even think I have mod permission, so I would not be able to see.
Well, I don't know how that's possible. We're gonna have to fix that at some point. I don't have those powers. That's a great point. All human drafts. You don't think of that too often, but there's no voids, there's no monsters,
Yep.
there's no.
Absolutely true.
Well, Gwen, right?
Is Gwen a human though?
Yeah, that's
sort of lore.
Definitely human facing, but pretty sure that's a
She's
doll.
definitely still a doll, right? Yeah, she's a doll.
Missed predictions. I thought I said it for. Oh, I thought I said it for 5 minutes. No, that was.
I did. Yeah, I did. I was wondering if do we need to potentially reopen it all, or?
It says I started them 5 minutes ago. That feels like a very fast 5 minutes. I don't feel like we yapped that fast.
I don't think they were 5 minutes long, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, NX Angels in the chat saying it was their fault, so I'm gonna have to take that for face value. Angel, one of the people meeting up with this past weekend in Pigeon Forge / Las Vegas, Tennessee. Very fun stuff. We will go ahead and switch us over to this screen a couple seconds early. This time it is not casters in order of how much they like Master Yi. This time it is casters in order of how much they're drawing the Wrath of Ghost here tonight.
That is absolutely. I will almost always be first here, unfortunately. We always have strange power, water, etc. issues here for some reason.
Yeah, thankfully I'm on pretty good terms with ghosts. Maybe they know not to mess with me, as I do have a little Ghostbusters Lego set somewhere around here. They just know that trouble will await them. Really fast load time, so no time to check out the skin game. But we are out onto the Rift for game number 1. Hunters Association versus Down to Lose. Had to sit there and think about who it was for a second. And we'll see if we get any early shenanigans coming out here.
Absolutely. Just looking at the skin. Is that Firecracker Xin Zhao I see up there?
We can certainly take gander, and that does
Luke
look like
the
Firecracker.
Lunar, the New Year's themed one.
Is a pretty good one. We can take our quick little looks. That looks like I think that's Battle.
Jungle Jim putting down a ward up on top side here to cover while he starts bot, looking to path top, probably to get his Gwen ahead already in a winning matchup. That is my guess.
Yeah, jungler starting on opposite sides. Immediate aggression here coming out from Want to See a Trick. Went the electrocutes. They're looking to play aggressive here in the lane. They are not looking to play it safe. They are looking to pop that early and often. Just try to deny the ability to get poked out. Both junglers actually on their blue sides, so probably not going to see a ton of early action. Xin Zhao clears pretty terrible. Lee Sin's is a little bit better, but still not super optimal. And yeah, nice and quiet early game here. Retired Unk chucking out those Qs, not able to connect on that one. But we'll get the grass proc, which is just as good. Of course, And level 2 should be coming here on the bot side, although we're right back to top lane. DJ2 going to go in, has the passive stacking there, should have their Q come up here soon. Going to be in a lot of danger, is Retired Unk. Going to have to burn the flash, does not. First blood over to DJ2 as they use their flash.
Yeah, this is I think that if there is one star player, of course there are many, on Down to Lose, it is definitely DJ Chu. He says, pick me everything, pick me Riven, I don't care. And so he's hoping to dominate this lane.
Yeah, early first blood there. Did use their flash. I couldn't quite tell if they needed the flash or if they were predicting the K'Sante flash to come through. But either way, you know, first blood is a first blood. They crash the wave. They're going to reset with a little bit of an early advantage here. And that is not what you want to see if you are Firelight on this Lee Sin.
Yep, absolutely not.
A little bit of aggression coming in here for Tate. Going to get slowed down there by the Seraphine. I believe that's what, Kahuna you said?
Yes, Kahuna. This Ashe champion is just so strong. I mean, what can you do?
Not much. The E there connecting from Want to See a Trick. A lot of damage coming through. Is the stun available? There it is. But no real follow-up there from Mid Too Easy. So losing out on these early plays in this mid lane. Yeah, the Ashe champion, very, very potent. Very, I don't know which skin it is, but one of the skins I'm convinced does like infinitely more damage than any of the others. As we see Lee Sin, Firelight going in for a gank here. E connects, the stun connects. Want to see a trick? Going back in, playing really aggressive, but no kill is there. Gonna be able to just walk that out.
Things hopefully stabilizing up top here, back bot. Ashe almost down to half HP. Is that base Karma skin?
Or
is that a...
No, that looks like it's a Dark Star, I think.
Oh, is it a chroma?
I think it's a green chroma for Dark Star.
Green chroma,
Dark Star Karma.
Hey, if you know, that skin already is kind of BS to see, and the green might also just be BS to see in the map.
Yeah. Bot laners getting their resets in. Sivir, of course, there's no way to, you know, outpush the Sivir, so Ashe Karma just gonna get the reset off. Wave will crash, lose a couple minions, is what it is, and yeah, not much has happened really since that early first blood. Now, thankfully for Retired Unk, it was early in the lane, so you know Gwen didn't really get a whole lot out of it. You know, just the the Ruby Crystal and the Amp Tome, but that's definitely not something you want to fight into as K'Sante.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just trying to think, you know, we talked about blue side and their win cons. I mean, it is tough. There are a lot of win cons, I think, on red side.
Gwen immediately using that ultimate. The Unstoppable is going to be there for K'Sante, so we'll be able to survive that one. And DJ Chu just trying to use that level 6 timer. Not going to get, a ton out of it, but it is that lane pressure. K'Sante should be close to their 6 though, and that could be, a bit of a window for Retired Unk up there. Yeah, my cursor may or may not just be hovering right over the Dragon Pit. Good catch. Directed Cam will fix itself in just a second. Yeah, I mean, there really is nobody else to blame there for sure. This is Jungle Jim looking on the Syndra, not going to quite be able to have that angle. Yeah, good catch. Using the old the cursor. I like the old one, not the new one. Retired Unk really low. Gonna have to potentially concede this wave. Dash in there from Want to See a Trick, doing a ton of damage. Could steal the Syndra ulti. I don't know if the execute threshold is that high, but I mean Syndra's at 20%, so should be able to kill if they can get another good trade-off. Stun, not going to connect. Dash in under the tower. They should be able to steal away that ultimate. They are trading ults, and with the tower shots, it is close. Syndra flash. Both ultimates are down. Lee Sin's looking to gank onto the Sylas, but with Jungle Jim there to cover, no kill.
Wow, that was kind of crazy. I mean,
flash W does not connect there from Jungle Jim, and he has nothing left. I mean, one Lee Sin Q will be able to pick up that kill under the tower, and it was a good attempt, but not the best of execution. Another kill. Well, actually, first kill over to the side of Hunter Association. Meanwhile, top lane, Gwen is found themselves behind enemy lines. Oh, and the flash in now from the Sylas. The stun connects, and Syndra's going to be able to walk that one out.
Oh my gosh, a lot happened here. I totally respect Jungle Gym going for it, but unfortunately, that's money in the pocket for Lee, which I think the blue side definitely needs at this point.
Sun not able to connect. The E will connect. Want to see a trick. Will pick up that kill. Should be traded here eventually over to the Lee Sin. Sylas recognizing what's happening, trying to hit the wave. But Lee Sin, Firelight able to pick up another kill. And now Tate in a lot of trouble here. Gonna have to burn that heal and the barrier in the bot lane as Jungle Gym going to start up that dragon.
Very good flash from Firelight over here. Don't think blue side saw that, so for him to get closer just so that he can get that return kill. Gold is still very even between these two teams. I think that bot lane, unfortunately, this will probably be a pretty uninteractive bot lane for both. I don't see a lot of fighting unless junglers decide to come bot for whatever reason. But a lot of volatility up in the top and middle lane. So.
Yeah, I mean, we see that fight come through. The K'Sante R is there used. The Unstoppable has been popped. Gwennar is traded there. Lee Sin is up here on the top side. Flash away from Retired Dunk, trying to buy time for Firelight to show up. Can they get the kill back? The shield is there. The kick is there. The Q is there. Firelight on a killing spree, 3-0 on the Lee Sin, and Retired Unk bought enough time to get bailed out.
And that's what this K'Sante champion does, right? How does the champion die? And this is not even before. This is before he has items. He's got the Spectre's Cowl. Some MR needed. Hopefully, he'll be able to survive Gwen when she becomes big as well.
And now Firelight can steal away that red buff. Got a little bit of vertical jungling going on here at the moment. Just going to reset. Lee should be sitting close to their item here. If not, yeah, the early Eclipse is there. Red buff will be taken away. Raptors already picked up there by Jungle Gym. So we'll slightly be ahead in terms of the farming here. But Lee Sin on that early Eclipse is really, really scary.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is what we needed for blue side. We need Lee Sin to get ahead, like he should, a great Lee Sin well. So maybe he can generate money into his laner's pockets as well.
Yeah, that's the trick, right? You can get ahead on Lee Sin, but eventually you do just become a kick bot. So the question is, can Firelight kind of turn this early lead into something for the team? As they are kind of their entire goal at the moment. Good E there coming through from mid to easy, and Firelight just gonna work on those grubs. Not really much happening here. A little bit of a lull state, as I think Red Side knows that Hunter Association is on those grubs. Nothing really to play for at the moment. Trying to stay away from this Lee Sin, considering what what Jungle Gym has in inventory as opposed to Firelight. Sylas is going to get able to dodge away from that stun there. Lee Sin is here. Lee Sin kick is up. Just going to use that kick to buy themselves some time and be able to get out of there.
I'm just looking at the items here while there's a bit of no action. Very aggressive Darksteel buy. Love what we like to see that. Ooh.
Oh, the Karma W is there. We're going right back to the top side. DJ2 getting ulted on there by K'Sante. Gwennar is there. The W from K'Sante doing a lot of damage. Crescent Guard is popped there by Jungle Gym. Gwen able to pick up that kill. Now we see Lee Sin is here. Goes for the play onto the Karma, or the Seraphine rather. Not able to connect it. Karma taking up a couple tower shots. Will actually get traded back there for Seraphine. So it will be a 1-for-1 in total on the bot side, but 2-for-1 in favor of Down to Lose.
Yep, absolutely. Oh.
But still looking. Teleport comes through. Seraphine. The R is there. Not enough damage to kill the Seraphine. And with the TP coming in from the Sylas, they should be able to run this one out. Looking for an Enchanted Crystal Arrow Steel. No, there's no ult available. So Sylas just saving their Seraphine there. All in all, pretty solid play there for Down to Lose.
Yep, I think that was crazy. I mean, Seraphine living that as well. I was expecting her to go down instantly. I think item-wise, we have she's going the strong Seraphine belt here. Echoes, she's the tier to get the die item later. Karma did rush CDR boots here as well. Trying to think of this. Oh, Darksteel's on both of our mid laners.
Yeah, gotta show. I mean, especially if you're playing the Sylas with the Electrocute going, it looks like the Rocket Belt first item. It's kind of, it all checks out going that Darksteel, even though there's no stacks on it just yet. Maybe gonna have a play here on the bot side. Jungle Gym is lurking.
I really liked what we saw last fight. I mean, top laner is getting, ganked, and the return on both sides, but the proactivity on both sides. So
Yeah, I mean, Jungle Gym able to get that KP up on the top side. Does now have that Sundered Sky, so on even-ish items with the Lee Sin. Dragon's going to be up in just under a minute. We'll see if they look to fight it. And yeah, we are seeing some jockeying for vision. Hunters Association currently has the advantage. A little bit of poke coming through from Kahuna. Lee Sin looking to lurk in there on the side. Probably going to have another fight to the death here in the top lane. Because that's all we've been doing this game. Looks like Down to Lose sniffed out a potential lane gank, and maybe they know this is coming. I mean, Lee Sin's walking up a Chariot Course Arrow, not able to connect there. Lee Sin is sprinting. Sivir R has been used. The Lee Sin is there. The Insect is there, but a good spell shoot coming through. And now the flash away from the Seraphine ultimate. The Encore was there. Firelight had the look, but it was better played by Lemon Lover. We're back to the top lane where they're now looking to make a play there. K'Sante W has been interrupted. We're going to be seeing a 3-on-1 here now going into the K'Sante ultimate. Nothing for Retired Dunk to do. Going down, the stun onto the Seraphine will go down. Seraphine is down. Sivir popping the barrier. Stun is not available, but the Lee Sin Q going to force out the flash. Dodge away from the Q of Syndra. 5 for 5 is your kill count, but Dragon should be going over to Hunters Association.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is exactly Down to Lose definitely playing for their Gwen WinCon and hoping that Lemon Lover and Kahuna can, suck up that pressure. And I'm glad that Hunters Association recognized aggressive dives, trying to get stuff back on the bot side of the map as well, with their top laner. Unfortunately, having tons of visitors up there at all times.
Yeah.
Quite unfortunate for Hunters that, the Seraphine got out on 1 HP that one time, and then, Sivir just now. But gold is slightly in favor of red side here.
Yeah, gold in favor of red side. Dragons are split. Grubs did go to blue side. We're going to see the flash in there from Jungle Gym. The stun connects. They don't have enough to go back under the tower. So will just be a burnt summoner there for Xin Zhao. But I like the pressure. Trying to force onto the Syndra with no flash. Yeah, taking a look at items across the board. First items coming through for most champions in the game. Rocket Belt still a little bit of ways away for the Sylas. Mechanic Rook and Rush should feel pretty good for the K'Sante, into the Gwen, into the Sylas. And next fight's probably gonna be at the Rift Herald. Wouldn't imagine we see anything too crazy happen before then. Stun connects down to Seraphine. Lot of damage. Firelight. I had to be a caster curse. Double teleports coming through. Seraphine's immediately going to go down. Gwen is teleported in. DJ Chu is here. K'Sante's in on the flank on the Lemon Lover. Does not have the ultimate. Sivir should fall here. Going to go to the K'Sante. And it will be a 2-for-0.
Very nice. And this is just the plays we want to see bot side as well, especially since we are down gold here. 1.5, I think it was 2K at some point, and now it's closing up a little bit. With the scaling from the red side, we just need to see plays like that more, especially Lee Sin's jungle lead going over to the solos as well. So.
Yep, nice play there, and that's for sure my bad on the caster curse. Almost instantaneously after saying nothing's gonna happen, something happens. Mid lane is getting pushed up here by Hunter Association. Rift Herald is spawning. With Gwen on the other side of the map, I'm not sure if you're looking to fight this as Down to Lose, but I've been wrong before. I'm wrong many a time, actually. So we'll see what they look to do, as Gwen is going to look to get a reset off. And Channel Crystal Arrow into the mid lane is going to connect there onto the Ashe and the Chain CC. Barrier is there. The flash is there. Encore is there. Do they have the damage to finish it off? The flash in from Karma with the heal going to bail out Tate. So everything got used there, but they do survive.
I mean, we just lost all summoners bot. It's great that, Ashe survived. They're not going to drop this mid tower. Wow, a lot of stuff went down.
Yeah, Sylas too used the flash in to try to pick that one up. Not able to get the kill there onto Tate on this Ashe. But it does look like Hunter Association should have the prio for this Rift Herald. They got 5 members strong up here, and Sylas is on the bot side. Does have teleport, so could show up if they want to fight this, but we'll have to see if Down to Lose are feeling frisky. And it does not look like they are. Looks like it should just be a nice little free objective. Turret goes down the bot side, so that is the trade, of course. Dragon going to be our next fight spot, I would presume, here in about a minute 30.
Nice Dark 2 stacks coming in nicely for both mid to easy and want to see a trick. A bit more for mid to easy here, but oh,
the smite away is there for Jungle Jim, stealing away that camp. It does have a two level lead on the Xin Zhao over the Lee Sin. You can kind of see that reflected in the KP versus the CS difference. Xin Zhao prioritizing those camps. Should be close to their second item, which I believe is a Black Cleaver. Take a look at how much gold they've got in hand. Only about 700, so I think they're still a little short. Probably not going to have it for this objective. We'll see how this next team fight goes. Lee Sin not quite on their second item. Syndra looks to be close. Has the alternator and the rod in hand. But coming out here mid, probably not quite there just yet. Rift Arrow's going to get popped here. I'm noticing Hunter Association spending a lot of time kind of as like a 5-man unit. Kind of shoving out waves and then moving as a squad. Blue tower, or red tower is going to fall here mid lane, and the next crash is going to be there. Will there be a fight afterwards is the question. But the Karma Shield does not look like there will be. Currently a little bit of connection problems for Pandora, so I might be riding solo at the moment. I have no idea. We will continue to yap up a storm until I hear otherwise.
Oh, I'm here. I'm definitely having connection issues. I will try to switch over potentially to my phone or to a different device. I'm not sure if it's a computer or a network issue. So sounds good. Mid tier 2 will go down in exchange for that dragon, and you do see Gwen pushing on that other side of the map, so a lot kind of being given up really from both sides. Probably one of those plays where both sides are going to tell themselves like, we got the good end of the trade. We'll see who ends up getting the good side of the trade, as tier 2 mid, tier 1 top for drag number 2 and bot tier 2, but Gwen is just still going. Stun is there onto the Seraphine, and Enchanted Crystal Arrow connects there as well. Syndra R over the top, will not be able to survive, but the Enchanted Crystal Arrow there from the Sylas is doing a lot of damage. No flash on the Ashe. Lemon Lover able to pick up that kill. Now they are running forward on the Sivir, rather. DJU trying to take out that turret. 1-on-2 in the bot side. Gwen R is popped. K'Sante just taking absolutely no damage. Gonna go in onto Firelight here. The Lee Sin R is there. No Q available. Is gonna recast the Q, but they are low. K'Sante should be able to pick this kill up, but the flash in from DJU not going to be enough. Shutdown onto Firelight, and now Silas gets caught out here. Syndra Sun is going to connect. Karma going to pick that kill up. But now look at Jungle Jim with the flash in. Has the Wind Becomes Lightning into the Q3, into the Crescent Guard. Able to pick that kill up. Syndra has the flash. Should be able to walk this one out. Wow, I mean, that was just crazy on both sides of the maps, just the proactivity. I mean, what did that end up being? Was that a 2 for 2 or a...
extended play, I think 3... Seraphine died, so 3 for... I think 3 for 2 in the end.
3 for 2, right? And we lost a T3 down in bot side.
Right.
All right. I mean, again, one of those things where I think both sides think, they went out from that. So a lot of flashes blown there as well, I think. Or at least on the side of we lost Gwen Flash, we lost Xin Flash, so I think this next fight will be a bit tougher in terms of getting in. It looks like we have flashes on everyone on blue side here, so
yeah, should be a little tough, and they maybe are kind of posturing with that in mind as they are around this Baron, looking to get that vision set up, maybe looking to have a little bit of a team fight. Knowing they've got that flash advantage across the board. Of course, Ashe had no subs available for that last play. Flash is now back up, so should be able to maneuver a little bit better this time. Kind of hard to outrun, Sivir with ultimate, with all the ricochets and all that fun jazz. Dragon, 2.5 minutes. Baron is up. Maybe looking for a play here mid, but it is getting kind of sniffed out. Tate gonna catch out the Sivir. The speed up is there, and Enchanted Crystal Arrow does get spell shielded. Should be able to run this one out. Syndra stun, not able to connect. Sivir R has been popped. Looks like they're picking for a fight here. DJ Chu gonna get caught out here by Retired Dunk. Gonna have themselves in a 1-on-2 now because Lee Q not able to connect. K'Sante Q3 is there. K'Sante over the wall. We didn't quite see what happened the rest of the play mid lane, but it looks like everybody's just able to run this one out. Gwen, maybe a delivery system here for the Lee Sin. The kick was not there, not able to connect. Crescent Guard buying a ton of space. Seraphine looking for a big encore, and that's going to be on to 3 members strong. Such a strong team fight here. Want to see a trick is in. Karma is down. The team fight is there. Firelight is down. Cinder able to pick up a kill on the other side. Now we see K'Sante in a 1-on-2. Lemon Lover having to flash over the wall. Has the W there. Seraphine trying to kill off this K'Sante, who is full MR. Should eventually be able to do so. Jungle Gym is going to come. Lemon Lover able to pick that kill up. And it ends up being a 1 team fight. 3 for 1 in the favor of Down to Lose.
That was crazy. I mean, sorry, still having connection issues here. I think that was a 3-man Seraphine ult that ended up hitting 3 people. Is that right? So very, very nice there. I mean, I think that definitely helped turn the fight. There are a lot of things going on there. Let's see, the goal difference. I mean, it's only been hovering 2K. It's just 2K now, but still, that was very, very large for Red side here. You did get very close. There are times where I felt that another member of Red side could have died there, but very well played on their part.
Yeah, very well played. It was a huge Seraphine ult there from Kahuna. Lee Sin Q is able to connect there. And yeah, I mean, Xin Zhao just bought so much space, bought time for the Sylas to kind of get in on the back line there, kill off the Ashe. Sivir ultimate is there. Xin Zhao dashing in. Crescent Guard can do a lot of damage. A little bit of a split play there, though, because the Crescent Guard pushed away from the Sylas. See teleport now coming through here from mid to easy. Jungle Gym going to eat up that Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Lee Sin goes in. Kick is there. Shutdown is there. Onto Lee Sin. Sylas flash away, but they fall anyway. Firelight does go down. It is a 2 for 1, though, in favor of Hunters Association. Might not be done here, though. Syndra is looking. Syndra stun is going to connect. Encore.
Danger. Oh.
Encore does not go off in time, and now Mid to Easy and Lemon Lover are fighting. DJ Chuda with the flank actually coming through, but look, the teleport coming in from Retired Dunk as well. Tate is going to fall before K'Sante can arrive. K'Sante is here. Big stun there onto DJ Chu, and now you have to run and be careful. K'Sante art is there. This K'Sante champion is unleashed. A flash in there for DJ Chu. Not able to pick up the kill onto Mid to Easy, but Gwen is strong. Gwen is trying their best. 1-on-3, not going to be enough. And these plays are back and forth. This one going the way of Hunters Association. And we might not be done. Teleport comes through for Want to See a Trick. Not going to give them an inch here. Maybe going to try and sneak into a advantageous spot. Jungle Gym is running straight in. Firelight is here. Seraphine has respawned. So it is a 3-on-3. And look at this spot. Look at this flank. Sylas.
Yep.
Patience is a virtue. Does get spotted out there eventually by K'Sante. And now you've got the ADC, you've got the mid laner running over. Reset coming through from Sylas, so it looks like the call is just to give. It's only the second drag. You know, save your play for another day.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it might come down to the end if the Sivir champion can be killed quickly as well, as I see that she has a bit of a lead, especially the CS gap is just becoming huge. From Lemon Lover onto Tate here. Completed her 3rd item, whereas Ashe is struggling a bit here. So the damage is going to really start, you know, seeming kind of impactful in these fights as well, especially since they're very extended.
Yeah, I think important thing to note is Sylas has sold that Darksteel that was in their inventory, whereas Mid to Easy is sitting on 10 stacks strong. Tate maybe going to get caught out here. Enchanted Crystal Arrow not able to connect. Sivir ultimate got used as well. So they were fishing, not going to be able to execute though.
I think I may have disconnected when, but what is the gold difference between these laners at this time? Oh,
switch back over. Got about
Yep.
3,000 in favor of DJ Chu, about 3,000 in favor of Mid to Easy, and then about 2-ish K for Lemon Lover.
yeah, that was okay. That's what it looked like, but great. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely see that in the mid lane. I mean, Sylas just needs to, unfortunately, we're a full item behind. I mean, I think his play's very much facilitating, so hopefully he can find a really good angle in the next fight. Mid to Easy, only 1 death here, full Darksteel, like you said, very good positioning in these fights and staying alive.
Now has that decap in store. Super strong on the Syndra here. We'll see if anything happens around this Baron, or if we kind of just keep saving our fights for, right before the Dragon. That's kind of how the last couple of plays have gone, it seems.
Yep. I see Karma here pinging Ash Arrow. I don't know if she's pinging that, they're ready to make a pick, or if they're planning to fight around this objective.
Yeah. Tired Unk in this bot lane against the Gwen isn't dying, so it does have that going, in their favor. But the lane is just so hard. You're down, 3,000 gold. Gwen working on that that death cap is, ooh, Jungle Jim, got to get out of there. Want to see a Trick now gonna walk up, clear out the vision. Just gonna be seeing some jockeying here. Although Syndra's Sun is there, a lot of damage is gonna come through. Enchanted Crystal Arrow doesn't connect, but it's a solo kill there for mid to easy, and they're just gonna go right onto the Baron.
Absolutely. I mean, very good pick. Like we said, they need those picks before they can do things like that. I think that once this K'Sante finishes, I believe he's building a Jack show right now. I mean, he already is doing pretty well considering he's almost, he's a full item behind Gwen, and not in terms of surviving.
Baron down to 7k. The calls, there's just no way in, and so Baron will just be slain there by the side of Hunters Association. Will be traded for that bot lane inhibitor. Might make contesting Dragon a little tough. We'll see how they look to do that. And now you got a little dance here in the bot lane. K'Sante W is not going to connect. Does have the slow from the Q. Can they hit Q2? No, they cannot. But Tate is sprinting it. Tate is chasing. Lee Sin is here. Q is going to connect there. I believe it actually got spell shielded. But Seraphine might not be long for this world. Will get stunned up there. Summoners are down. Mid to easy is unstoppable now. And we'll see if anyone else falls.
Hunters Association is so good of punishing when people are out of positioning and making those snap decisions. Oh.
Jungle Jim uses the flash. Crescent Guard is there, but Ash flashing in aggressively. Firelight going to be able to pick that kill up, and they're going to look to try and maybe push on this mid lane to end the game. 2 members down. Gwen is up, does have ultimate, and they are pinging it. K'Sante maybe looking for a teleport angle. Gonna see the tower go down. K'Sante is going to teleport in. Ashar has been taken away. We'll see if they can get the end here. 5-on-3. No strong team fighting ultimates available for it. Down to lose. Q going to connect there. The flash insect in. Wanted to see a trick is down when the Zanya's Lemon Lover is down. The arrow is there. Double kill is on for Tate. Gwen flashing in. Gets a lot of damage off. Actually able to kill off 2 members, but Gwen is down. Mid to easy is up. And despite the best efforts of down to lose, 8 seconds on Jungle Jim. I don't think it's going to be enough. This game should be going over to Hunters Association here. Game number 1, win for blue side.
Wow, that was, that was incredible. I think blue side, like we said, harder to execute draft if they make picks. This Lee Sin gets ahead, and which is exactly what they needed. They executed their draft very well. Red side as well, they tried to index hard top lane. The Gwen was getting very scary, but those last few picks, I think, really was very, very good back and forth.
Yeah, it was a very back and forth game. And yeah, just kind of that Syndra just got to that spot, had all the Darksteel stacks, and just became a little tough to deal with on the side of down to lose.
Absolutely. If I'm down to lose, what am I thinking here? I think we probably definitely keep red again. And how will we play into the safety net that it seems like blue side has cast?
Well, on the positive side, right, with Fearless, like, there is no Syndra at this point.
That's true.
Keep banning away the champions that, because it was the
They banned Ahri
and the Victor.
Yeah, Victor, yeah. The Orianna could definitely come out. It makes you wonder. I think that Hunters Association is about having a very strong mid jungle and topside synergy, as we saw during that game. So I wonder what they will pick out this time. So.
Angel is campaigning, glad to have not lost their schmeckles. Being cut off sometimes pays off. And we'll see. It looks like we are they've actually just sent it. They really took advantage of the prod as always are. Message. They are into the draft here. Let me get us going on the fly. Do one of those. Do one of these. They are sticking on the same sides, so Down to Lose did elect to stay on red.
Yep, that is no surprise to me. I mean, when one of their strongest players, is a solo lane, and you definitely need that counter, to play off that, I can't see why they would do otherwise.
Last ban coming through here for Down to Lose. Last time it was the Braum. Maybe that was because of the Seraphine, or maybe that's just in general. We'll see what that will be. Gonna be Kassadin ban away.
Oh wow, that is a mid too easy. Doesn't come out a lot, but we slam Mbessa.
The first pick, Mbessa, comes out. Could be jungle, could be top lane. Yep. I would probably venture, if you're early picking it, that's probably a jungle, but we shall see.
I think there's a strong chance that this will actually just be top lane, right? I think Mbessa is generally a good blind, right? We can probably ban Renekton on second phase, and that we don't show jungle. I think that's because Hunters Association's star player is jungle, right? I think they may want to see what it is. I think it is actually a true flex in that regard. So
Wukong can be the pickup.
Yep,
stock standard jungle champions. Yeah,
he is known for this champion, so one of his favorites. So Down to Lose, definitely, I think good comfort picks as well. Corki, very safe pick. So totally understand why Lemon Lover would ask for this.
Very safe, but also very
could be very aggressive.
Very aggressive. Yeah. And as someone who's picked Wukong on R1 many a time in their career, hopefully the comp works out well for Jungle Jin there. Oftentimes Wukong ends up a little homeless, and you kind of have to make the best of what you can with it.
Way. I will say, and Nami, they do not want to see Corki Nami. This could potentially be Hui bot lane as well. I do think that Tate is, my understanding, a mid lane main. So this Hui is probably flex.
Yeah, we'll see what the R3 is going to be coming out here for Down to Lose. You would assume probably support. You can still play, like the engages.
Yep,
Bard, Corki Bard, aggressive pairing. That's kind of what that's telling me. I kind of like the Wukong Bard pairing. Not your traditional engage with it, but there's definitely a lot of setup.
Huna really likes this champion, from what I could tell. Yeah, I think they definitely are trying to ban out all the AD mids here now, so that they really want to see if this Hui is going to be bot lane or mid lane. Let's ban out mid to his AD options. And what will we ban out here? The Riven of Koi and the Yone. Okay.
Yeah,
I think these are all smart bans.
Yeah, all these carry-esque champions. Things that we don't want to see if we are a Down to Lose supporter.
I think both teams have really strong flex. Something going on in the chat.
Yeah, this. So you'll see the message that's about to get allowed. Automod held it for detecting bot activity.
A little bit of a Duolingo owl is.
Who else is excited to see these incredible professionals leverage their core competencies for the win? Let's connect and discuss. Yeah, we're big on the linking and discussing here in
Here's the like I was talking about, the both teams can flex very well. Aurora flex coming out. So we'll match your flex with our flex, is what Down to Lose is saying.
Yeah, Aurora can play pretty strong in both lanes. I remember watching that this weekend and just seeing it solo kill time after time in first stand. We'll see where all these champions are going to go. Lissandra going to be the pickup, presumably for mid to easy in the mid lane. I've seen it play jungle. It wasn't great, so I'm not saying there's a 0% chance.
That might be some familial. Do you think you are skilled at this, considering it might run in the family?
Oh, it might be, and the Zed,
yeah,
is going to be the pickup. So this comp just has a lot of I mean,
this must be Zed in the jungle then, right? I was saying, I was thinking that this is Mbessa top, a very general safe blind.
Score is 1-0 Hunters Association. Damaru showing up in the chat. It was back and forth, but a couple good team fights got the lead for
Yep.
Syndra and company, and it was just kind of hard to come back from that. Darius is going to be that pick on topside to round out our comp.
I mean, I love this. I mean, these are not picks that you would ordinarily see in pro play. A lot of some people would say ego picks. I mean, I'm here for it.
I mean, we saw the Lee Sin last game, right? So we got the Zed, we've got the Darius.
Zed with Darius now. I mean, oh, I think some teams are saying we might have the better hands. Well,
and that's, I mean, once you get up to CEO, everyone's got a little bit of that ego, right?
I would think so.
One side says R, waiting for the other to say R. I will go ahead and get the predictions rolling. Yeah, of course. Yep. I mean, Damaru saw that Hui got picked, and sensed that Hui got picked, and then had to show up and support. Let me go ahead and lock this in. Let me go. Well, it's the same sides, so that makes it easy when it does the predictions. We will go down to lose over here. And next Angel, you better be listening. You got 5 minutes starting right now.
Okay, I'm gonna go hop off to see if I can fix my connection issue so that I can actually stay connected during the cast. But in terms of what side I like better, I mean, once again, I definitely slightly favor red side, but it will come down to blue side execution. I mean, when I see the Lee Sin, I see the Zed pick, it makes me nervous, but I know that Firelight is a very strong jungler, so maybe maybe it's fine. And I know that Hwei Nami is such an oppressive bot lane. How can win?
How can win? What can do? Let's take a look at what we've got in the chat. Some more. Oh, thank you so much, Claude, for this lovely message coming through, or ChatGPT, whichever you prefer. Zelius is in the chat. Long time no talk. Who shall you put your speckles on? I would say, well, if I'm a betting person, right? It was pretty close in that game number 1. It went the way of Hunter Association, but for that reason, maybe I'm just, rooting for a 3-game series, and I'm going on the side of down to lose. I think their team fight's a little easier to play. I think that, I think one downside is they don't really have great lockdown for the Zed, which could, cause some problems.
This gets ahead again. I also will double down and say that I'm also hoping for a 3-game series, and I think that red side has a slightly easier to execute draft, aside from, like you said, if the Zed runs away with the game or not. So.
Yeah, I mean, Maya is going to be on this Lissandra Zed pairing mid jungle. We talked about, strong pairing between the two. Lissandra is such a great champion to have. And if you're a jungle player, if you have someone who can play Lissandra mid, it's such a godsend, right? It sets everything up. You can set it up. It's such a great symbiotic relationship, I feel like. Wukong, after seeing how the comp played out, I think is going to have a little bit of a tough time. But maybe Jungle Gym proves me wrong. Had a solid game on the Xin Zhao that last game. So we'll see. We'll see how they go. I'm assuming they're pathing bot to this Corki Bard, although trying to get ahead of the Darius. Darius isn't going to do a ton of value for you if you are falling behind. So maybe we see a path up here. Zed clear far faster than Wukong, so however they're going, Firelight should have first move on the map. And
all right, I'm gonna go hop out here. I will see you in a few minutes.
Alrighty, we will see you when you get back. So this is that time where I'm left alone, and I have given my thoughts on the draft. So it is time for the open mic section of the cast, where any nonsensical questions or thoughts the chat has, I simply have no choice but to answer. Let's take a look at the predictions while that's coming through. Early predictions in favor of Hunters Association. I really need to start betting again. I got 430k in hand, and I don't know what to do with it. How Chinese am I feeling today? Not very. On a scale of 1 to 10, probably like a 2. I mean, I played a couple games of League today. What did I play? I played Nocturne, I played Vi, and I played Ezreal. So yeah, probably pretty low. Didn't really do a whole lot else to kind of bring that score up. Today was a recovery day from vacation, so I didn't really do a whole lot. I cleaned. I don't think that gets me any brownie points. Got sent back ADC. I mean, Hwei just plays both roles, right? Like, it doesn't even really matter. Just kind of does the same thing, whether it's mid lane or ADC. I am going to put this into Google Translate, and I'm going to be disappointed. I know it's coming. But since we have 3 minutes... Well, this isn't... I type in Google Translate and it just, does it not exist anymore? Instantly sends me a ChatGPT, which is now trying to translate to Spanish. Doesn't do me any good. Yep. I mean, that is a saying for sure. I mean, honestly, not that disappointed. EJK9, thank you for providing that to me, and thank you, Pandora, for coming back at such a perfect time.
Oh, spectator delay is ending. I rushed down to my other computer, and I hope this one will be much better for the stream.
Oh, rocking the double computer setup.
Yeah, I was actually on my work laptop since a long story, but it was on my work laptop, which doesn't vibe so well in Discord, and I'm hoping that is the issue, not my internet tonight.
Perfect. Didn't miss much. Some nonsensical chatter in the chat, as you can imagine. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing another match of these guys. Definitely was a fun game number one, back and forth throughout. I think the early snowball potential is there a little bit more for Red Side this time. But if Zed gets ahead early, if Firelight kind of has a similar trajectory as they did game number one, could spell disaster for Down to Lose.
I think so too. I mean, I think I see what Blue Side is doing here as well. We pick something long range and with a lot of poke potential. So especially this Bard side's roaming. They're hoping they can still punish Corki pretty effectively, which I believe that Hwei Nami, it's been almost half a season, but probably still just as oppressive. So
yeah,
I expect a lot of action in the top lane. So
yeah, I mean that Darius, I mean, if you're not getting ahead, early on Darius, I mean, it's not gonna provide a whole lot of value. So I would anticipate you see some scrapping up there. We'll have to see how
a lot of laners are hitting up as well, I'm guessing. We'll see if a retired Anka is very good at soaking that pressure like he did last game. So
yeah, I mean, fell pretty behind early last game, but did kind of hold their own. Was doing nice and solid. Did enough to kind of enable Firelight and mid too easy to kind of execute on that victory. I think it's the same sub for Hunter Association. I think I saw Bravo is still in. Of course, I'm forgetting that because once they're in game, they've got the spectator or the streamer mode on or whatever. Chat is I don't think anyone's got 100,000 to give away, unfortunately. Well, I do, but I don't know how to give it over to you. Let me go ahead and switch over a couple seconds early. We are on blue side 1-0. Chat gets very mad if you don't have the bottles filled up. I think I say it every single time. But there we go. And in a second, they should pop up with their skins. We'll see if we have a chance to do any skin analysis. Probably not.
Yes, no. It seems like these, I think everyone's got a great supercomputer and probably no skin information, but
whichever team has Darius is gonna clear, says Duolingo Owl. We've got Elderwood Wukong, Spirit Blossom Zed, Coven Lysandra, Earthrider Corki. We got 5 out of 10. That's like not bad.
Yeah, I will say we are base skin Bard, and that's one of my favorite parts about this.
Yeah, I mean, Bard just has so many great skins. I feel like we missing an opportunity there. I mean, Astronaut Bard, Snow Day Bard, Bard.
I think so. I want to note that Kahuna is, from based on the mastery, looks like either a solo laner that switched to support to join this team. So it might be why he does not have he's not rolling in those bard skins yet.
Interesting that they're not doing the put the Nautilus in the bag style approach there for for an off-roll player, but they're giving over the enchanters maybe to enable Tate just a little bit. We see that mid brush. Every bot laner loves to rush to it, and Retired Unk is gonna respect the early Darius as I think you have to.
Yep, same thing coming out here. Same wards. We see Jungle Jim drop down his red side ward for safety, and seeing where this Zed once again starting in opposite sides.
Yeah, both junglers pathing towards their red side. Makes a lot of sense for the Wukong. Trying to play for that Darius. And yeah, I mean, Zed will finish their clear a lot quicker, so hopefully Jungle Jim is kind of calming that out for Lemon Lover and for Kahuna. Just kind of give them the heads up as no play actually coming through there for DJ Chu. The pull is there. We're going to see maybe is a Q. Is that just me or was there no Q animation there?
I didn't see it, but I mean,
that's true. This skin seems a little OP. We'll have to see that one again. Maybe I'm blind. I mean, it's definitely possible. Good stun there coming through from Kahuna.
Yep, very nice.
I love watching Bard. So fun to watch. DJ Chu actually has the level disadvantage there, but now we're back to the bot lane. DJ Chu just going to be able to get their 3 probably here. Yep, and there is 3, so they got that W now. Yeah, Bard just one of those champions that's really fun to watch. Could, can be the one to set up the team with a massive Tempered Fate. Also can kind of completely sell it for the team as there is the Ghost, and DJ Chu is now just going to run down the Mbessa. You're probably going to have to flash here. Darius is looking to get that Q come off, and there is the Conquer stack. The passive stacks are there. No mana is available. Flash out from Retired Unk. The flash in there, and it's going to be first blood over to Retired Unk.
Wow, that was very well played by Retired Unk, especially his flash. I think really big statement 1v1 after what happened last game. So I think that it seems that blue side have we see Jungle Jim on the mini map casting here.
Yeah, gonna be able to run up. The Mbessa, of course, has a lot of dashes. The clone was there. Wukong probably gonna have to flash for the skill if they want it. There is the flash. There is the Q coming through. The Nimbus Strike actually gonna get them the kill there. So Jungle Jim will be able to pick that kill up. So 1-1. Zed gonna have a much better tempo reset here, though.
Yep, absolutely. And we see down here Tate and trying to remember Bravo. I think. Sorry, we've streamer mode Nami has made me forget people's names a bit. But Tate and Bravo. I mean, just we see this poke. I mean, the health bars are
and the
more
repeat gank immediately coming through for the Wukong, but now we're back to a 2v2 on the bot side. Tate taking a lot of damage. Heal is there from the Nami. Retired Unk is taking a ton of damage. The reset maybe going to be there. Jungle Jim has to go under the tower. Does pick up the Nimbus Strike kill there, but will be given over to Fireflight as well. So 1-for-1. Mbessa kind of drawing the early pressure.
Yep. Not a surprise that they're playing for top set again. They need Darius to hopefully get ahead, but these kills are on the Wukong. So that mid lane reset. Okay.
And one of those kills did go over to Zed as well. Not super optimal. Zed, one of those champions who, if they snowball, it's really, really hard to ever get control back. But right now, Jungle Jim is in a good spot to potentially do something about it. Just to be resetting their clear here. DJ Chu with a solid little trade, but Retired Unk is definitely getting the better end of it.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, Zed's coming back. He is Dirk. I mean, this is going to be tough. Tier buy for Corki. Very standard.
Yeah, nothing too exciting on that bot side. I mean, again, it's
Darkseal's on the side of blue side though. That's very fun.
They seem to be fans of the Darkseal here. Kind of that early, confidence. coming out, rather, I guess I would say. Nami may be up in a little bit of trouble here. Aurora ult is there. Nami, Bravo, gonna have to maybe look to flash. Does have Lysandra there to maybe bail them out. Wukong's on the top side. This is a 4-on-3, so you gotta be a little careful here. Lemon Lover has to flash away. The stun is there. The Bard flash, Kahuna should be able to get out, but both flashes used for your bot laners, and nothing really used except for Ghost. Public Execution not able to connect there. The E does not connect there either for Mbessa. Retired Unk will go down. This one goes over to Darius. So that's 3 deaths now for the Mbessa, but 2 kills in their pocket.
Oh, I mean, I think that gold is even, but I think blue side right now has been very, very quick on the map. And Retired Ankh is doing a lot better in this matchup. I mean, that was essentially a solo kill, right? And it just went over since jungler was there. So.
Yeah, and all the meanwhile Zed able to just keep up the farm, getting that that first dragon. Gonna get that level 6. Actually, already has it. Just with their farming here. So should be nice and strong whenever they kind of show up, have an opportunity to play, which could be on this blue buff. We see them looking to invade, doing a little bit of mini-map casting. Can't quite
It's really crazy how much action has occurred bot lane for just no kills, right? No, nothing mid, but everyone has been moving. So.
Oh, and we are going to see the fight here. The ults are available. Wukong and Zed are fighting. Cyclone should be coming out here. There is the clone. We're going to see the engage coming through. Lysandra maybe up a bit too far. A lot of damage coming through. The bubble not able to connect. Mid to easy is low. Aurora has the flash. Lysandra has the flash. Tate is here on the bot side kind of by themselves. Does get stunned up there. Lysandra has the self-ult as the Aurora flash came through. The pullback is there. Tate has the Spiraling Despair. Can they connect on it? No. Not going to use it, and mid to easy barely able to survive. A little bit of a greedy recall punish there by Jungle Jim.
Yeah, I mean, another, everything is happening, but no one dies. Most action-packed early game. Shout out to Bravo here, Flash, Summoner healing his jungler, so they didn't die.
Oh, a lot of damage coming here from Lemon Lover on the bot side. The bubble not able to connect there. Tate is low, does have the flash. Lemon Lover, no flash available. One more auto will pick up the kill. Nami has to block the rocket. Can they do it? I guess we'll never know. That's right up the top side. Looks like they both got out.
Very nice. Very well played, Nami. I thought Tate was almost dead for certain, but everything blocked out.
Public execution, again, no time to breathe. Forcing out the flash from DJ Chu. Whew, there we go. That was the 3 seconds that I needed. As Grub's probably just gonna go over to Zed here. No flash on the Darius. It's gonna be a little tough to play. Wukong. I should not be yawning. It's too early for that. Not beating the grandpa.
It's not even 10 p.m.
I know.
I mean, some people have 8 p.m. Eastern deadline. Some people in our chat watching right now. Shout out.
That's true. I mean, but we just don't even stick to that 8 p.m. is the problem. Is we've got this deadline and we just
Jungle Jim.
Jungle Jim in a little bit of trouble. The Ghost is there. Wukong is here. Does have the Cyclone flash for flash. Darius, try and give over this kill if you can. The R is there. Actually, R was not used, but it will be the pickup there for Darius. Now has 2 kills, but Mbessa on that Eclipse.
Yes. I mean, they are trying to get Darius. I mean, he had to go tabby, right?
Corki, so. Oh, good dodge away there from the Temper Fate, and Zed is here on the bot side. Zed trying to get the kill there onto Corki. Actually, not able to do that much damage and has to snap back. And now maybe getting aggressive here on there, going in. The double E is there. The kill for Aurora and Zed. Bubble going to connect there onto Kahuna, so it will be a 2-for-1. Wukong is here, but with no ultimate, not really sure how much they can do. Darius is not where you want to be. But Mbessa has no ult, should be able to run this out. Aurora ultimate is here, going in onto Tate. Bubble not able to connect, should be a solo bolo here for the Aurora. And now Wukong is in onto the Nami. Can they pick up the kill before falling? Yes, they will. So a delayed 2 extra kills, and Down to Lose are here to play.
Yep, mid jungle gold coming out nicely for Down to Lose here. Definitely what we want to see, especially a little bit of not a disaster play, but a little bit of disaster play early. No kills on the bot side of the map. Everything, all the solos are going to be very strong here, and the junglers.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see a Trick having a much better go of it this time. Has that shutdown. Wukong really strong. 3, 1, and 2. Dragon's going to be up here in 45 seconds. You would anticipate that red side wants to play her for it, but we'll have to see. Take a look at your summoners. No flashes available really for anybody on blue side. Bot lane has flashes on down to lose. None on Wukong. None on Aurora. And yeah, I mean, Zed's on the other side of the map, so it looks like they're just going to give this, but TJ Chu might be a little bit of a delicacy up here for Firelight. Not going to be able to get out of this one. The Q is there. They got the wave. The pull not going to connect onto anybody. And Firelight will pick that kill up, although it will be in exchange for the dragon.
Well, Tate is in danger. Three on him right now. Let's see.
Aurora with the rocket belt is there. The Aurora ultimate does get used. This champion is so strong right now. The kill is not quite there. And so we'll lose out on the wave. We'll lose out on a lot of this mid turret, or this bot turret rather, but we'll survive.
Yep, absolutely. 6, 7 in the kills, I just wanted to say.
Oh, true. Jungle Jim looking on to the Lissandra, but you are by yourself. You gotta be a little careful here. I mean, you're rooted up there. Chain CC is there. I mean, Wukong just kind of underestimating the damage that comes through from Lissandra, or maybe the CC rather. Just say.
I mean, right? The CC, the Malignance, Nami buffing as well. I mean, that is just so much damage onto the mage. I think when he went in there, he may have not seen the Nami, so thought that this Lissandra was alone and ultless.
Now Darius is going to sense out Firelight, going to do a lot of damage to Q, not able to connect there. Taking a look at the... Oh, they're actually going to make a 4-man play onto DJ Chu, who's going to have to look to give this one up. Taking a look at the gold while we have a quick second. Gold's about even, top lane, jungle. Really, it's kind of even across the board here. Slight advantage over to Hunter's Association, but it is... that early goldie that they had, those shutdowns have kind of evaporated.
Yeah, I would say so.
Bot lane turret under some duress. Maybe going to have a 4-man play here. Aurora is going to get spotted out. Firelight is here on the Zed. The Temper Fate onto the turret. Bard is just getting deleted there. The Tidal Wave is onto the Corki. Jungle Jim is running in, but there's nothing to do. Good look, but better counter look for Hunter's Association.
I think so. I think the Zed is... I mean, we've got... so many Hubris stacks of Brutalizer. How can this bot lane trying to be aggressive? Just, either they didn't see that or just not respecting this damage here. Wow.
Yeah, no, it's the mid jungle of Hunter Association with the shutdowns as Aurora is going to dash in there. The Rocket Belt is there. The W is there. The damage is coming through. The R is there. Nami, the bubble predicted where Aurora is going to go, and mid to easy picks that kill up. Courtesy of their support. But now Wukong tries to go in, but just no damage. The Cyclone is there, but another bubble. And there's just nothing for Wukong to do.
A lot of Nami haters will rejoice. The Nami nerfs coming out next patch. Probably not enough to take her out of, how meta she is, but still very, appreciated.
Bard gonna start up the Rashes there for Jungle Jim. Just gonna walk those back out. Yeah, Nami. I know has been kind of running rampant in the meta for a while. I'm personally, I'm not the biggest Nami hater. I think she's. I think there's far more annoying champs in the game. But I definitely know some people, just don't like to see things over and over. As Wukong, you've used your clone. You are not long for this world. This is... I mean, I've been on the receiving end of this many a time, where Zed just gets ahead, gets a 2-level lead on you in the jungle, and you've got absolutely nothing you can do.
Yep, I'm thinking it's... we see 3k gold lead for blue side now. I mean, it's looking very tough. The Darius, unfortunately, they were not able to get this guy ahead. Blue side probably saw, similar strat from last time and reacted a lot better. I mean, look at this potential 3-man dive coming up here.
The Tidal Wave is there, flashed away. Public execution. Zed is taking up that turret. Nami is going to pick up the kill. Will
Nami?
eventually be an execution coming through, but the Darius is down. The turret should be falling. And yeah, just looking good here for Hunters Association. The E in from mid-2 not able to connect. If you're down to lose, what are you looking to do here to try to wrestle back control?
I mean, we definitely need to get these shutdowns, right? I mean, it's hard since it seems that Hunter Association is always playing very well together. This way, you know, sometimes you're like, oh, he's definitely out of position this time, but then he's just out. You know, moves speeds out, walks out every time, and then kills are picked up.
Hit up with the Spiraling Despair, gonna be falling for the team. Wukong able to get out with the clone, but yeah, I mean,
Yep, just like we were saying, right?
Yeah.
They were trying to find Tate, make another play, and then you know, either he was just too far back and they couldn't do anything, and then someone else gets caught on their end. It's very unfortunate for Dandelion on this side.
Yeah, very tough for the side of Down to Lose. Just this jungle, just kind of dictating around the map. Just the support is just kind of always following. You know, you're playing 2-on-1 if you are Jungle Jim. It just makes it really tough. Not really a whole lot you can do. Aurora ultimate there, able to get out. And nothing else is going to happen there. But Dragon will go over here. Rift Herald is up, but not really an opportunity to go and do that. Gonna have to find a way to get these shutdowns for sure, but it's just so hard. Zed on those 2 items. Lissandra working towards another fully stacked Darksteel. Firelight goes under the tower, takes a decent amount of damage. They're looking for the ults, not able to connect there, but they are trying to fish. Tidal, or Bubble will connect rather. But now Tate has shown up as reinforcements. Now play. Ooh, good Valk out there from the Corki. Wukong dashes in, dashes out. Let me deny that. And yeah, it is looking a little tough here. Lissandra's here for a potential flank. Goes under the tower, has a chain CC with the public execution. Lissandra going to tank up that turret. I mean, what can you do? As the flash in there from Firelight onto the Bard on a rampage. Yeah, I mean,
oh my god. No, I mean, how many of these Nami bubbles are we going to see hit? Bravo doing a great job here.
And the tidal wave is in the bubble.
Oh
are we sure this is a top laner?
No. Bravo is on roll. It was the other enemy support Bard, who is Skinless Bard, who I believe is not main role support.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Either way, just triple kill now for Firelight, and there's just not much that the side of
and Nami has joined the Darksteel gang on the blue side here. First game was very close, but now we're approaching an 8k gold lead here.
I mean, Lissandra maybe bit off a little bit too much there. Gonna take up a turret shot. The stopwatch is there. The flash over from Tate. Lissandra doing a lot of damage, but again, another bubble coming through. I mean, what can you do? What can you do? Jungle Jim's looking to spring out here.
You know, I want my Nami to hit every bubble like this.
But the teleport's coming through from the Darius, looking to collapse. Can they get the pullback in time? No, they cannot. And so Lissandra is still able to get out. Darius now gonna ghost, but I mean, Lissandra should just have the W.
Yeah, she should have she should be able to walk out W and oh.
Now Wukong is just again just gonna fall to Firelight here. You can tell some desperation on the side of that.
I mean, desperation plays for sure. They need shutdowns to get back in, and it is just so tough for them.
Yeah, it's gone from bad to worse. Everybody now has shutdowns on the side of Hunter Association. So if you can make a good play happen, there is gold to get back into the game a little bit. But I just don't know where the look is, right? You know, Darius didn't quite get ahead like you were looking for. Wukong was strong, but Zed just cheesy assassin pick, able to snowball that much harder. You don't really have that lockdown CC. You know, Bard hasn't been able to get those Temper Fates to come through. And Baron should just be a look here for Hunter Association.
Well, like you were talking about this hard CC for the Zed just not existing on red side comp. He is so slippery. 39 hubris stacks.
Yeah, not much you can do but watch and fall over. I mean, you have the Wukong, so if you can, chain CC with the two ultimates and the clone, it's possible. But that's assuming that you've got multiple members and it's just the Zed and it's not the support following up and it's not the Hui. We now are going to see that fight, and there is the chain CC coming through. This is exactly what we were talking about. Zed had you their ultimate temper phase onto two members. This could be the fight that they needed. Two members are stunned up. There is the pullback onto two members, and now Lissandra's back in. And Bessa on the backside, though. Corki's going to be the first to fall here. Tate goes down. Nami went down. Flash over from retired Dunk. The flash in there from Darius. Gets the Strikebreaker off on the two members. Gets a Q here there. Lissandra's looking to maybe go back in. Does go back in after the fact. Does have the stopwatch there. Want to see if Trick is going to go down to the Bessa on the backside. Lissandra might fall, but no. Bard able to pick that kill up, but despite the best look for Down to Lose, it's gonna be a 3 for 5 double kill for Firelight and an ace.
Wow, I mean that started off so well for Down to Lose, and then as soon as I saw Majuzi not going down right away, I was like, oh, the Lissandra passive is going to do some work here.
That was probably their best look that they were going to have, and they did get some shutdowns. Not sure who came away with them. Looks like, we'll just take a quick look while nothing's happening. Bard picked up one, Aurora and Darius. So, of course, the Bard, not who you necessarily want that one onto, but got some on your soul laners, which is not too bad.
I think Bard got a mid shutdown right at the very end.
Yep.
So not entirely his fault there. And yeah, the soul laner starting off well there, but Firelight's shutdown is still here. Packing probably worth over 1,000 gold. Quite, would be quite delicious for any of these laners to get some money in their pocket.
Yeah, and they're just conceding this dragon. They know that they can't go for it. Can't really go for much of anything at the moment. Just gonna clear out some vision around this this dragon. Made too easy. Maybe they're looking for another dive. We've seen them perfect it here throughout. But the turret's just not going to be long for the world, nor will the dragon. Maybe Nami's a pick here, but you just don't know where anybody is. Have just a little bit of a lull, not too much happening. Gold's being spent. Zed could be on 4 items here. I think that was the Astrology's Grudge that just got picked up, so Zed is super strong. This tower is nearly down. They're maybe just going to look to force this. Objective bounty is there. The Zed ult, or the Wukong ult, actually they're able to just completely burst out mid to easy. Teleport now coming through from retired Unk. The second Cyclone is there. Bravo is taking a lot of damage. The flash out from Aurora, or actually flash away from Nami, will not get away from the Aurora. Will fall there, and the public execution to stop the Bard portal. Will it be enough for Jungle Gym? No, it will not. Wukong tried their best, but they will still fall. Firelight is now here, and Bard just able to get out. So again, solid play there for the side of Down to Lose, but the damage is still available, and Baron is on the table.
Yeah, I mean, gold lead, I should say the same here, 9k.
They're maybe looking to contest it a little bit. I'm not sure. Not sure how they're going to have this one come out. The sun does not connect the flash in there, and Corki is just gone. Bard going to be the next to fall. Actually just going to pull. And there's the Zed ultimate. Goodbye, Kahuna. Double kill.
Yeah.
As Lisandra tried to take it away.
A lot of desperation. I totally understand what they were going for here. But this, I mean, the gold difference, we can look at the individual gold amounts. I think it's kind of hard to surmount at this point. Bot lane roughly the same, but jungle 6k, top lane 2k. Tough.
Yeah, I mean, just that Zed.
And then I think Hui and Corki being even, I think that's definitely Hui favor. That just being able to poke long range from far away. I've been there with Corki when not feeling as strong going in. So
Yeah, not the most optimal of spots to be for sure. Baron picked up for Hunter Association. Gonna see them look to maybe do a little bit of 4-1 here. Zed just gonna do a little stop away at the buff. And they're maybe looking to cheese here. Walk in, and Wukong has to be so careful. But they're actually going to look to engage. Nami takes immediately deleted here. Tidal Wave does connect there. Zed has gone in with the ultimate. Lissandra able to pick that one up into their ultimate here. And now look at Bard on the other side. Caught off by the way. DJ Chu is trying to do what they can. The flash away from it too easy. DJ Chu trying to do as much damage as they can. Does have the Conqueror stacked up. Their Kahuna going to fall. Good stun on their way out there. Lemon Lover trying to do what they can. Flash out from retired Ung. And the flash pull from Hui. They will fall. Triple kill for retired Unk, and DJ Chu is the last alive, but I don't know if their Nexus will be standing alive for much longer.
Very well played by Hunters Association. I think that, Red Side probably came into a very similar draft as execution style first game, trying to get, snowball and get DJ Chu, their star player, ahead, and Hunters Association really reacted well in all regards.
Wukong is back up, so they can't quite end the game, but they will destroy 2 inhibitors. Dragon Soul going to be up in just over a minute, so you're going to have to make that Hail Mary play one more time if you are down to lose.
I see Nami has finished the Magi's.
Oh. Yeah, that is a Soul Stealer. Took a trip to the library, I see. I respect it. I mean, you're feeling yourself.
They think game's gonna end soon. That's only another, 1,200, 1,250 gold, right? Might be better than waiting for the next item. So.
And now Wukong and Bard trying to make their way back out. They're retreating, heading for the hills. I'm not really sure if there's a world where you can fight this dragon, but I'm also not really sure if there's a world where you can fight Hunter Association with an Ocean Soul, so it's kind of a little toughy. Zed is looking. Zed is killing Corki. Just actually not there. There is the kill. Does have the Guardian's Angel, so will go into the GA. Mid to easy's in. Has the ultimate public execution.
Be my.
Let's see. Oh, it might have been my problem actually. Might have been a stream bug. Let's see.
Hello, hello.
Hello, am I back?
Yes, you are back.
It looks like it was me. Not sure what happened, but I can say with confidence that that the game did end.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm just waiting for the stream to come back.
Yep, we are on lovely commercial break.
My Streamlabs just kind of frozen, so I don't know if we're still live. I'm gonna talk as if we are, because it doesn't say we're offline. Yeah, it was a pickup there, 2-0 for Hunters.
Yep, I think a very strong statement game by Hunters Association coming in. This is their first game played due to scheduling issues. Weighing 2-0 over the undefeated, front runner so far. These two teams looking to be, the potentially the top of their division. I think Firelight especially had a statement game here. With his carry junglers. He says I can out tempo, I can outfight, outgank. Really kind of just crazy from both sides. I think Down to Lose played very well game 1 as well. It was very back and forth. Don't have too much else to say. What about you, Lest?
No, I mean I'm stuck on my Streamlabs is just not pulling up. So you're just gonna have to look at the beautiful draft for game number 2 for the last couple minutes on stream. Yeah, no, I mean it was just really just the teamwork and the synergy that was on display. I mean, like those dives coming through, like tanking up the turret shots and chaining the CC, like that Lissandra and Bessa play bot. Clearly the teamwork was there. the Zed jungle, as much as I hate to watch, went really really well for their side. And yeah, I
And
mean, they
Nami
just
hitting every bubble on the planet. That
I
was
mean
kind of
that
crazy.
Nami was in fact crazy. That was quite a marvel to look at. Yeah, it was a very strong two there for Hunter Association. Again, and we knew they were going to be a good team. They had a really strong last split. They
Mhm.
made the finals. I think they lost in game 5, if my memory serves correct. So no surprise to see them have a strong performance here, and I think this is their first game of the season. So pretty good first showing.
Yep, I think so. Thanks everyone for coming to watch us. I know that we had a little bit of technical difficulties